we can do and look at it again. We'll do our best. Yeah.
We'll do our best. Coach Long, you're live.
Coach Thompson, the electricity in the room in the gym tonight at Stegman Coliseum, oh my gosh, it was something I haven't seen in a long time. I felt it. What do you think?
I'm with you, Coach. These refrigerator magnets, by the way, they're out of them.
Oh yeah.
Unless they reprint them. We got the last. We got the last of them right here.
Yeah, yeah.
Refrigerator magnets with the full team schedule.
But it was a great win tonight.
Yep.
Great win.
We battled. We battled.
Ping pong, back and forth. We talked about that before.
We knew it would be a
that
ping
was
pong.
going to happen.
Yep.
And
it turned out to be.
It turned out to be that for sure.
But early in the game, you're right, Coach. Early in the game, we seized the emotional level of the game in the first 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah.
The Dogs had several offensive baskets that fell, and we had several turnovers where we got some steals, some quick baskets.
I think we led the whole first half and went into halftime winning.
We did.
We didn't come behind. We never came behind.
We never trailed. There were two ties in the game.
There was a tie, and that
trailed.
was in the second half.
That's
right. We were kicking butt and taking names, but
when the fans who were from Arkansas, remember those Arkansas fans that came in and sat next to us? When they came in, about the time they came in, we had actually just lofted a lob pass, I think, to Jacob Wilkins, who slammed it down just about the time they were coming in.
That's
and,
right.
and the crowd was into it, and we actually got out to nearly a 20-point lead.
We did. Let's talk about that. Wilkins had 11 points, 18 points with Blue Cane, 20 points for
Jacob Wilkins.
I mean, we were just, shoosh. The only stats that I didn't like, defense and everything, turnovers, Coach. Let's talk about that.
You're right. Turnovers, we did struggle with turnovers. However, last game we had an astonishing 15 made 3-pointers, and in this game, believe it or not, we had 12. So 12 out of 33, 36.4, nearly 37%. I know that's not shooting lights out, but if you develop consistency of anywhere between,
do the math.
33% is considered tolerable, and if you're above 33% and close to 40, you're now going to be a dangerous team in terms of shooting the threes. Oh, and I gotta say, Somto Surreal played, even though he got a couple of really. Remember, they went to the screens to evaluate. They had a flagrant one. The teams have learned since he got kicked out of the Florida game, they try to get under his skin. And I think this team was trying to do the same thing by getting some flagrant fouls on him. But he ended up not fouling out. He did get emotional, and he had to go. He had to go to the locker room to check out his foul. But he finished strong and did not get in foul trouble.
Coach, you hit the key word, dangerous. This Georgia team is dangerous. They started out, tearing it up, defense, hitting the offense. Never got behind until the second half, and even then.
We never got behind. It was only tied.
We closed out. Final score was 90-76.
Yep. We didn't make our average of 99.
You knocked those turnovers down or hit a few things here or there, Coach. That's they're dangerous. We'll have to see.
The Dogs are dangerous.
What's the record now, Coach?
We are now, double check here. We are now 15-3.
15-3. 15-3.
No, 14-3.
No. I think you're right. 15-3. Coach.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
No, let me double check that. I think you're right.
And we have a lot of games left.
We do, and I'm gonna pull up the Ken Palm standings through. So Ken Palm has 15-3.
Yeah.
The Ken Pomeroy standings have us. We moved up just a skosh to 28. We're at 15-3. Ahead of us in the SEC in the Ken Pomeroy rankings are. Let's track them out. Florida has vaulted up to number 1. Up until this time, that has been Vanderbilt. Hold on, Coach. So Florida is now number 1 in Ken Pom. I'm sorry, they're number 9. But I'm talking about SEC teams. So Ken Pom is the first. Next is Vanderbilt. Behind Vanderbilt is Alabama. Behind Alabama is Tennessee. Behind Tennessee is Arkansas. And then Clemson, who we lost to. Then Kentucky. And then Georgia. So now, Georgia is now the 7th highest rated Ken Pom team in the SEC. We were 6th. So even after this win, we've now slid. This is after Saturday, January 17th. So Ken Pom has actually slipped us from the 6th in the SEC to the 7th in the SEC. But this may be because did Kentucky end up winning today? If Kentucky ended up beating Tennessee, that would explain.
I'm pretty sure.
All right, that would explain. That would explain why Kentucky has moved ahead of us. So all this is important, Gene and fans. This is the only reason this is important is because these are the rankings that determine who gets seeded, who gets in March Madness, and then who gets seeded where. So we're talking about the Georgia being a number 8 or 9 seed in March Madness. If we slipped very far in this, we ended up being a 9 or a 10.
If I were Coach White, that's what I would be thinking ahead to. I mean, 15 wins.
We need 20 minimum.
We're going to get those.
Yeah.
So I would be thinking ahead, and what happens? We're in the NCAA.
Well,
unless we just really mess up, fall off or something.
Or our Ken Pom rankings
even if we go 50-50, Coach, we go 50-50 with a number of games left. We're going to win enough that, you get to the big dance.
Well, the SEC is considered one of the, obviously, 20 wins in considering SEC. But I'm just saying, we do not. And,
we are dangerous.
And even though we won today, we need to remember that based on these Ken Pom rankings, if this is updated currently, and I'm not sure it is, we righted the ship by winning at home after losing at home against Ole Miss. But Ken Pom, we need to be in the top 30, 35. Right now we're, what does that say, 28?
It's going to happen.
To make sure that in case of any squirrely business, we want an 8 seed. We want a 7 or 8 seed. We don't want to be a 10 or 11 seed.
What are we betting? Thompson, here it is. Hamburger at Whataburger.
No, I'll take it.
All right, we'll take it. All right. Georgia's going to do it. They're going to take it.
All right.
I don't know how far in the NCAA, but that's my goal right now.
Well, we want to be in.
Right there.
We want to be in.
Oh, we're in. I feel like.
You feel like we're in. Whataburger. You're betting a Whataburger on that?
I do.
Okay.
We'd have to really mess up big time.
I'm with you.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't either. Yeah. But I here's what I'm thinking. I'm kind of past that. I'm pulling for let's get the highest seed possible.
I agree.
So that we're not sitting there at 8 or 9.
That's the next.
Because those are the most dangerous spots to be.
So the first goal is to win every game in the SEC on out. We'll see what happens there. Second goal is let's win a majority.
Yeah.
Third goal, let's get into the NCAA. Let's get to the SEC tournament. You win the SEC tournament. Whew.
Speaking of which, just say this.
It's an automatic bid into whatever.
Yeah, and at today's game, Gene, they introduced a player that you and I had the privilege of seeing back in the day when we matriculated at the University of Georgia. And who was that player that they introduced at halftime to a roaring crowd, rousing ovation? It was Vern Fleming.
Vern Fleming.
Yep,
There we go.
Vern Fleming.
He was there in the day we were there.
1983,
Yep,
1984.
Yep. Sorry, I had a brain cramp.
That's
so.
right. Part of that Final Four team, and he
yeah.
was there today, and the crowd gave him a rousing ovation. And I told
He played
him.
with Dominique.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right.
He was on that 1983 and 1984 team, the Final Four team.
Right.
The 1982 team was the Dominique team that hosted a game against Maryland Terrapins with Coach Lefty Frizzell. And the Dogs beat them with the highlight film showing out there. Lost the next game, but and then the following year, the Dogs went to the Final Four in the NCAA with Vern Fleming, all those guys. I can't remember all the names, but just a tremendous team. After
he looked pretty good.
He looked pretty good
for his age.
For his age,
I should say it. That's not a bad thing. We looked pretty good for our age, but he looked pretty good.
He looked pretty good.
He looked good.
But the crowd was rocking, and we had a great time, and looking forward to seeing the Dogs again. Hoping to keep this rolling. And who we have next?
Next game
Coach?
coming up.
Who we got next? Let's see.
Is Wednesday night.
Let's see if you got your glasses on. Let's see. All right, hold on. Excuse me here. We're gonna go to the calendar. So we just rocked Arkansas. Next one is at Missouri.
That's this week.
Yep, that's at 9 p.m. I think.
Ooh, that's a late game,
in Missouri.
That's
and
a late
Missouri's
game.
been up and down. They've beaten Florida. They've had some good wins. Yep, they've had some good wins. So anyway, could be a raucous,
what games
game.
after that?
What we got after that,
Weekend
Coach?
game. Let's see. Your
let's see.
glasses appear better than mine.
All right. So after that, we've got at Texas on Saturday in Austin. So we got 2 road games coming up at Missouri and then at Texas. So more important that we won today and righted the ship, got us back on the the positive ledger in the SEC 3-2. So we got 2 road games coming up, which could put us. We need to steal one of those or maybe 2 of those, and we can do it. So
go Dogs!
Go Dogs!
Go Dogs! Go Dogs!
Sick 'em! Woo, 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 woo.